Well, welcome back. Let's continue where we abruptly ended. Anyways, let's try that again and not get 900k this 9k this time. Yeah.
Gentlemen, you remember that. But Oh.
We're all the same to them.
They've always... The problem, if we take any action...
And where did...
With the winning... The shellback...
I don't understand.
Spoken like a true friend of the... If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat, and the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Alright, finally. Holy shit. What are we waiting for? Come, come! Soroban cannot have gone far. Though, now that I think of it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he did not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, ba, da, ba, 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 bum, da, da, ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, ba. Luckily, I'll just upload that for, I would say, maybe when I do the uploads, I would probably upload that and this current episode within, let's say, an hour or two. Maybe 3. Yeah, what I usually do when I do the trials and the raids. I was debating whether or not to do like 2 a day for the raids and the thing, but it would have been like so long for me to fully upload these episodes. So I'm just like, yeah, 3. Okay, let's go. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company by the Red Brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our allegiance as a whole. You understand, Kami be praised. Too often are shell less quick to judge all Kojin for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansoi is concluded, we can transverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Ah, that reminds me, Akira. Would you be so kind to inform the Confederates of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, you're the one of the Ijin from the beach, leaving us already. No need to pay the tithe, like Tensoi said. On the other hand, if you were to peruse our rages and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell to you for a fair price. Alright, this will probably unlock one of the currents. Yes, you! Do you know of the Ruby Prize, the fortress in the middle of the Ruby Sea, from which the Bakufu soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day, we found one of their men stowed away on a ship we confiscated with a bit of coaxing. He eventually confessed to doing some unhanded trading with the Red Kojin on behalf of his superiors. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the Ruby tithe by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I am looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sail to the Ruby Prize and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make it halfway there. Do you think you could go in my stead? There is a man by the name of Ikaru Ja. There, he is an old friend and should be able to identify who are captives' superiors. Bloody hell. Time to swim. Oh man, I'm remembering the days where when this Stormblood first came, and swimming in the vast sea was a very first thing. Oh man, the good old days. Ah, yes, just the other day, one of the soldiers deserted base. I suspect he is the man Yusoi is after. Trade with the foreign countries is strictly prohibited in our nation. The man, upon learning his subordinate disappeared, feared he would be caught and turned tail and ran. If what you told me is true, he likely went northwest of here to seek asylum with the Kojin of the Red. I am tempted to go after this man myself. Alas, that would require me receive the necessary authorization, which could take days. Please track him down and arrest him in my stead. If he resists, feel free to kill him. Dun, 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 dun. Give me one moment. Do 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 do. Oh, there he is. I would have to be a fool to agree to go with you. I am so close to the Red Kojin's settlement, so close to freedom. Oh, fucking hell. Come on. Oh, man. I should at least have my chocobo up and ready to tank those hits. Bum, 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 bum. Are you fucking serious? Holy shit. You know what? I should have warped to Kugane and then teleport to the pier, which would instantly bring me here. But I wasn't thinking about that. Oh well. So it seems he forced your hand. Perhaps his death was for the best. I will send word of all that has happened to you, so, though I am not sure he will be happy to hear it. You are curious to know how I will inform him. That, my friend, is a secret. Ba-da-ba-ba. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then. Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. Hey, bud! My voice cracked. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tensoi said that the Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by the Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. Do. Here we are. I am reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soraban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived on a third. All we need to do now is liberate Doma. Yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor. The element of surprise. Unlike in Gri Abanya, the Imperials don't know we're here. Admittedly, that may be our only advantage, considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit, but before all that, we need to see if this is the fishing village Tansoi was talking about. It may well be. I smell crulium on the breeze.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that... Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very Doman. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word. Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Oh, very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire, and we can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
She's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugani.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lys, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave this place. I must go.
Oh. Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental, something intrinsic, something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Well, that was surprising. You heard him. Let's go. I hate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Setsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower. Yes, for what want of a better idea, I say we do just that. Well, taking care to avoid the Imperials. Okay. Ba-da-da-ba. North. Probably around here. Oops. So east from here. She's right. This is not like the Reach. This is worse. They were defenseless. Alright. We seem to have invaded their patrols so far. What is that tower? Anyway, I've never seen anything like that. According to my map, we are on Anokaro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me. I'm starting to sound like Alphino. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already unaware. Over there, do you see this? See it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Calm down. We had nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lise. We save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Akira. Oh, fuck. I screwed that up. Phew, that went better than expected. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise. What a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You'd have to sharing an island with these things, though now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Alright, so north if here. Do 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 do. Alright, east from here, probably around this area. So that's the way of it. Oh, there's the 7 here, and they've even got their own Aetheryte. Wait a minute, I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tensoi, which means this belongs to... Oh. It would seem we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So go Setsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The self-same Confederacy that refuses to oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they're unlike to ask us for the tithe. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna attune this. One of many. One of two. Ba ba da ba ba ba. What wind brings you hither of all places? Were you not bound for Thard's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No. Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me. I will take you to the Captain Rush Hall. Just like that, an audience with their leader, how very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will always give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Reverend's Toll. Oh fuck, I didn't want that. No rest. So literally close to here. Hey, well, hello there, Current. Let's see. Oops. 3BC. This will be 4. I wonder if there are any other. Nope. Okay. So the next one will be north. Greetings! You must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize that this is a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules on the Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that. But you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and traditions can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Gosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion. I know of him. Why, he bade you petition us for aid and succor. However, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doman was invaded by the Emperor 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Ishari? The Guardians have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes. With guile and preparation, you are surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight. Why not? Why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost, and the Garlands declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to go and come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. If you would excuse us. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Hey, Akira, I know that we didn't go well. I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Kosetsu told us to come here for a reason. We must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're on the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refuse. We have done naught to persuade them. The real work begins now by doing a lot of quests for them. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust by doing many quests. We shall earn its people's heart and soul. Okay. Okay, come on. Come the fuck on. My immersions is broken. Okay, now I can fly. Jesus. By fly, I mean I drop down and die. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use of or maintenance. Ba 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 ba. Let me quickly grab the Aether. I know where it is. It's like right around here. Here. Or here. Bum 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 bum. Oopsies, come on. Oh god damn it. Next Aetherite will be east from here, so roughly about here. And my assumption is correct. I think we can earn all the Aetherite currents here, if my memory serves me right. A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closure inspection, however, most are empty. Taking an interest in the ship. Good eye. She's not been to look at now, but once upon a time, she was beauty. A beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like this Boon, only take part in major engagements. Not that we've had any of those recently. What though with those Imperial bastards throwing their weight around? It wasn't for them. If it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change. Eh? Had a good look around, then we just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's just as Tansoi said, they have no intentions of standing up to Yatsuyu. I don't know if you two got different impressions. Under the circumstances, they might help us. I think the situation is coming to a head. I agree. It's obvious that they are struggling to survive and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive this coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be vulnerable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offer them our expert assistance? Wouldn't be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that, and you know it won't be the last. I'll look around the western end of Onokaro. You take the east. Good luck. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. You learned the emote Eastern Bow. Well, let's make that add to favorites. Okay, so we have 3 at the moment. Anyways, this concludes this episode of 14. We shall continue in the next. Till then, fare thee well.